welcome to Sister Chat. It's me, Tiffany. Not here with my sister Monica today because we're just busy, but we do want to give you guys content. So this is something that I have been thinking about that has been on my mind for a while. Me and Monica go back and forth. She's like, I don't really have much to say on it, but I do. So this topic is called the African booty scratcher. And where does this stem from? I was watching a video. I wish I could pull it up, but I have no idea what platform I saw it on. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. No idea. I looked all over hashtag African booty scratcher and I got everything except for that video. And it was this girl who's, I think she was like first generation. Her parents, first generation, her parents came from Africa, countries in Africa. And, you know, she's out here in America. And growing up, she was known as the African booty scratcher. You know, they would make fun of her and, you know, any sort of African kid, black people, we would make fun of and be like African booty scratcher. And she was pretty much saying that she thinks now black people here in America, African Americans, we are jumping on the bandwagon when we try to wear African clothing, you know, that we think it's cool to be African now. Before it wasn't, you know, they were made fun of and of course called the African booty scratchers. So she's like, you guys need to jump off. We don't want you. You guys, it's a fad to you guys. And I have to say, I understand where she's coming from, but I don't agree. I don't know what country in Africa my ancestors are from because we're brought here as slaves. But if you think about it, you have to really know the history of America. There's this documentary, not a documentary, this lady, I can't remember her name. I will try to give you the links to the videos and the description below, and it's called post-traumatic slave disorder, and it talks about all the brainwashing and desensitizing, all this stuff that black people here in America go through. And I think that's one of the things that this lady needed to understand when she says that she doesn't think that black people, African Americans who are born and raised here, who don't know what country they're from, are pretty much appropriating black culture, if I can put it that way. So us are appropriating African culture. So I just have to like give my rebuttal and say, you know, like I said, you have to know where we're coming from. You have to know the challenges, the brainwashing, the abuse that we have been through here in America. And as kids, we know that it's not, well, as adults, we know that it's not right to make fun of people. But as kids, when you're made fun of someone and someone else comes along, you know that's a target. You want to get that focus off of you and point that attention in a different direction. And so I think that's pretty much what happened with, you know, black kids. We were like, okay, you want to make fun of me because of my skin and my hair? Well, look at this person. Yeah, she looks like me, but she don't even talk the same language as me. She don't even eat the same food as me. She doesn't dress like me. And so we kind of start making fun of them, so just to get the attention off of us, which isn't right. And so as we get older, I think there's so many resources out there. We have the internet, and you know, you could just research just about anything on the internet. Not all of it's true, but you know, it's opened up so many doors for us. You have, you know, the 23andMe, Ancestry, African DNA. You can find all this stuff out. And so us as Americans, black Americans who were born and raised here, who don't know anything else besides this, we have no other culture besides this. Yeah, when we find out like who we are, like, oh, we're kings and we're queens and we came up with this, you know, it wasn't the Europeans that came up with this. It's like, yeah, we want to immerse ourselves in that. And you have to understand that we were taught in school that black history, African history started as slavery. And we know that that's not true, but that's what we were taught. And so of course you walk around sometimes and you feel like the bottom of the barrel. And now that we know all this stuff, now that we know like where we come from, you know, the contributions that we've made to society, it's like, yeah, I want to go and, you know, people want to wear their kente cloth and their tobes or whatever they're called. You know, they're different, the different cultural wear of different countries in Africa. And yeah, you kind of, if you don't know, you grasp onto what you like, and you don't want to use it as like, you're not trying to, you know, steal someone's fashion. You're just like, oh, this is, I don't have the money. You may not have the money to go and travel to different countries in Africa. You may not have the resources to do, you know, different things and get closer to your African ancestry. And so one of the easiest and quickest ways, I guess, and that we kind of are associating or immersing ourselves in that culture is by what we wear. And that can be offensive to some people. Some people say, you know, we see you guys wearing this stuff, but you don't know the history of it, you don't know what tribe it comes from, and it's offensive to us. And it's like, as Black people here in America, African Americans, it's like we can't get a break, you know. It's like, I just want to be closer to what I never knew. I want to know what you guys know. You guys came over from Africa to over here to America, and we really just want to learn about who we are, and this is the way that we're doing it, you know. It starts with clothes, and then of course you learn about the history and everything, and you do what you can. But I don't think that we are appropriating African culture. That can be a whole other topic. I think it's just the fact that we want a sense of belonging because we don't feel like we belong here in America. And yeah, sit down and talk with us. If you are that lady who said that, you know, get at me, because I would love to sit and have a chat with you. But I think that's it for this episode today, the African Booty Scratcher episode. Don't forget to follow us, subscribe, like, share, leave your comments below. Like I said in the last video, a lot of people like to leave comments in our direct message. Just leave it on the video and have some good conversation with someone. So I hope you guys are having a great week, a great summer. Hopefully we'll have more videos coming out for you guys. Ciao.